okay, so if it doesn't get me anywhere, how do I get somewhere? Because like I said, I do want to listen to more people are open my range to be able to understand like the misunderstood, because I'm trying to understand how this world is going. But like if you're saying that the way I perceive Jesus is the devil, then how do I improve that?
Wow. Jalen, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey there.
Thank you for welcoming me on the show. I'm going to get straight to my question.
Okay.
My question is, okay, it's kind of the lead up, but I recently lost my grandfather who dedicated me to God. He was my pastor. He welcomed me to like basically understanding and all that. He recently died. And me as a 22-year-old man, I'm starting to recently relook for a pastor, and now I'm starting to see that I want qualities of something that I can relate to. Somebody of my color, somebody that went through something that I went through, like growing up. Because like you don't want to ask for somebody to support you that didn't go through what you went through. You want somebody that at least have some knowledge. Not saying that I don't want a white pastor, not saying that I don't want a Hispanic pastor. I'm just saying, me as a black man from the South, I need somebody like people like you, people like Gino Jennings, people like it's a lot of like black pastors nowadays that are like I want to have in my like to look up to. However, I don't have that. Like I feel like I have a prejudice. So do people have like a natural prejudice in them to where they only want to look up to something that's just like them when it comes to like a pastor or something to like give them inspiration?
Well,
for
people who think and feel that way are evil. They're looking up to the devil.
Why that?
Because how can you make a choice like that? It doesn't make sense to have that kind of thinking at all. Where are you getting that thinking?
Okay.
Where are you getting that thinking from?
I can answer that. Just like how you asked that question where like Jesus, like what color is Jesus? Like I remember you interviewed somebody, some African Jew that said that to him, since he grew up around a lot of black folks, that when he had his moment with Jesus, Jesus was black to him. So it's kind of like how that's basically you calling that the devil, because like his the way he go about life is the way he perceives things, like, and it's not based on maybe that is the devil working.
It is. What is the purpose of when I talk about Jesus color? I'm doing it either as a joke or because I know other people think that that's important, and I want to understand why they think it's important. Jesus color has no reference at all. It has no meaning. It doesn't mean it's not going to get you anywhere. It's just an idea.
Right. And if that's the case, so if it doesn't get me anywhere, how do I get somewhere? Because like I said, I do want to listen to more people are open my range to be able to understand like the misunderstood, because I'm trying to understand how this world is going. But like if you're saying that the way I perceive Jesus is the devil, then how do I improve that?
But let go of all ideas about Jesus and about God. Overcome thoughts and emotions, then you shall know God. You shall become a son of God. But you got to know him from within. You got to pay attention to what's happening inside of you. The answer is not outside of you. It's inside.
Okay. And I have a second part to that question. It's kind of like separate. It has to do with homelessness. I watched your video, and as you heard, I am in Phoenix, Arizona, about homelessness that you made in 1996. And the way that you were talking to those people, they were basically pulling this like victim mindset, the same kind of mindset that I see a lot of people use today. However, they're like, you got to give us this, you got to give us that. Yet they're making the streets worse. They're out here like, getting in bigger numbers that promote their homelessness on social media to where kids dang near want to like see, okay, they're living on the streets. I can basically turn 18 to live on the streets too. And it's just going to make like this go on and on. So I just want to ask you, how would you fix homelessness?
I would suggest that they not give the homeless people anything, nothing.
I agree.
There is a time to give, time to help out, but it has to be done at the right time in the right way. But these people are now being set up by giving them so that they can be used for destruction, for votes, and all that kind of thing. They're not really trying to help the homeless. They want to keep them down so they can keep us divided and fighting in our country. They want you to have fear and all that kind of mess. So they're not trying to help the homeless. They are helping themselves by using the people who love to be used.
Right, and with that $250 million.
Homeless people feel as obligated to you to give them something in the same way that the people who go to these stupid schools and they want you to pay their tuition. They don't want to pay back their loans. They don't want to do this and that. It's the same way that a mother does when she turned the man's children away from him. It's all about her. It's never about anyone but self. And that's what these people are doing. And the homeless, if you notice, the homeless people are real selfish too.
Very selfish. They walk into your store and tell you that they're gonna steal.
Yeah.
And they say it's your fault that they stealing. Like, I mean, what? Like, oh my gosh.
Jalen, let me ask before I run here, what's wrong with the blacks?
What's wrong with the blacks? We feel entitled. We feel like we deserve more than what we earn.
So what now?
Oh, we feel very entitled to we feel like we deserve more than what we earn in our lifetime.
They're just like the homeless people. They're no different than the homeless person. They feel that you owe them something. So one last thing, you said your grandfather did what to you and God?
He dedicated me to God at birth. Like I say around the first couple months.
Oh, meaning, what does that mean?
I'm still trying to understand that, but I know it was basically turning me to Christianity around at birth, and because he gave himself to God, he wanted to bring his family to God since he was the first one to go from Catholic to Christianity. So I guess I can't explain that. Honestly, I don't know. He died, so I wasn't able to ask.
Was it helpful at all? Since you don't even know what it means or what it was, why did he do that to you?
I think he was trying to give God a path in my heart for when I got older, to where I have to go through my journey on my own.
Oh, I see.
He did for his.
Have you forgiven your mother?
Hey, yeah, yes, sir.
You went to her?
Sir. My biological mother, I forgive her 100%.
You told her?
With my father.
Did you tell her?
Yes. And my stepmother knows though. My stepmother is the one.
Why have you forgiven her?
Because my stepmother, her family engaged in a lot of pedophile activities with the youth in their life, and with my mom, my dad bringing me out to meet my stepmom, I was basically welcome to that, and that evil was brought into my life, and so it's kind of now I'm in a time where it's how can I forgive her for throwing me to those wolves, because it was really.
Just realize that she can help it. The devil that's driving you and was driving your mother is driving your stepmother too. So forgive her so you could be free.
You're right.
All right.
But the way women work with forgiveness, they laugh at forgiveness.
Because they're evil. That's fine. Let them laugh, but God will forgive you. Don't ask for forgiveness. You forgive her or them. And God will forgive you. And if they laugh, it's just the devil laughing at good. And that's fine. Let them laugh and let them live in their hell.
Okay.
But you still...
I'll work on it. It probably might take a couple of years.
I'm sorry for resenting you. You can help it. And if they laugh, it's just the devil laughing because the devil is jealous of God. He's evil. All right?
The devil gonna make me want to punch her in the face for laughing at me forgiving her.
No, don't do that. You forgive her so you can be free of her. All right? I got to worry about it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Amazing.